video. I'm finally streaming in front of my desk, my dusty desk. So this was supposed to be my place, my little corner to record stuff. I can't really go that deep because the tripod is in the way, but still, hope you guys are having a wonderful day. So it's also a new year, so happy new year. I want to talk about some stuff. First things first is, well, I think the only topic I have, the best topic I have is a lot of people are cheering Eric July, not for the reasons you think. They're cheering that he's not making videos on YouTube. And Eric recently posted a video saying that he's going to be taking a step back from the channel just a bit. He's not leaving YouTube, he's not ditching making videos. It's just that he has other priorities, other things come first. For instance, he has to manage his comic book company. And a lot of people saw that and they immediately cheered. They were like, yes, Eric is leaving. And they call him a grifter. I hate the term grifter. You know why? Because it's thrown everywhere. It's thrown everywhere. Even some right wingers throw it away, throw this term around. And that's not a good term to throw around. Grifting just means you're just pretending to do something just for the sake of a couple of bucks. In reality, not everyone is grifting, okay? The woke people who make these video games, they're not grifting. They genuinely believe in the stuff they do. And obviously, Eric genuinely believes in the stuff he's doing. He's a wonderful person, and he spent a lot of money trying to build up this company. So when people call him a grifter, I get really, hi, hello everyone, hi. So when people call him that, I get really upset because Eric has spent so much money. But I'm really happy that a lot of people are finally just breaking out of that mold and not just talking constantly about woke stuff. They're actually getting out there and creating stuff. That's a good thing. I think we need more people like that. Just get out there, create stuff. Doesn't have to be the most realistic content, but it can be something fun. Um, so, anyways, it's been a while since I've read my Narnia books. Let me show you right over here. Last year, I actually purchased. Was it last year? Yeah, I think last year I purchased um, all of them, and there are some other editions, like the hardcover editions, and there's like the all 7-in-1 books, which I think it's pretty cool, but it's quite expensive. Um, so yeah, okay, so last month I ordered a bunch of stuff online, and um, basically I have 4 orders, and only one came today. One uh, parcel came today, which featured 4 books. So that's cool. Finally we got something out, but we still have 3 more parcels to work on. I recently bought some clothes from this one local website, and then days before I purchased something from Shein or Shine, however you pronounce it. So that's cool. And I also purchased a drawing, not drawing, a stylus. I purchased a stylus because at this point I wanted to start drawing on my tablet, well, on my phone. I can't really use my tablets anymore because it's not working well. Um, but I want to draw, and ever since I've been animating stuff back in the day, I used either my finger or I used a stylus that had a rubber at the tip, which is not a fun thing. I don't like those type of styluses because it's so soft. It doesn't really press, and that's the problem. So I purchased one of these styluses, and the stylus that I purchased has this little round plastic disc over it. And I've seen a bunch of people use it in the past for drawing. It's actually quite good. And the reason why I'm getting it is because it's cheaper. I saw a different version that looks like a pencil. There's no plastic or rubber. It was just like an actual pointy pencil for your phone. And I was like, oh my goodness, I want to get this. I really want to get this. But it was just too pricey. So I bought it. I bought the one with the plastic disc so I can use, well, not plastic disc, silicone or rubber. But okay, not rubber, not rubber, not rubber. It's some kind of plastic, possibly or is it silicone? But still, it's much better. It's much more firm than the round rubber kind of um, stylus. Also, let me show you my Christmas gift. So I got this for my sister on Christmas. So yeah, okay. There might be some dust collecting inside already, and I can see some little fragments of hair. And I also got these little badges. I have to clean this, I have to clean this up. This is a soda lime glass, and you can't put these in microwaves. You can't really dishwash them. We don't have a dishwasher. Um, but but um, it's actually cool to have. This will be cool to have like hot chocolate. I know, right? Hot chocolate, so small, but too much sugar I have. My regular mug, hold on, my regular mug is this size right here. Okay, can you see? And the volume too is so different. It's like this is really thick. It starts small and goes really wide. And this one is like starts small, gets a bit bigger, and that's kind of it. So I get to drink a lot of stuff over here. So I would like to at least drink something from here. I haven't really gotten anything to drink from here, but I want to plan to drink something nice, but I have to dust this. It's dusty because I kept it here for a few days. Okay, moving on. I have to put this water away or else it'll spill. A full cup is not good. Well, it's good for me personally. I actually feel most safer to have a full cup than half a cup. So we have this badge, Sarcasm Society. Um, we have Woodstock, and we have another Snoopy, and this is just him sleeping. There were some books online, like a 3-pack book. I think they were the size of these Narnia books, which were basically featuring Snoopy comics, Peanuts comics, Peanuts. So I didn't buy that because it was a bit pricey. It was going on special, but the price was just too too big, So I said, you know what? Let me buy other stuff instead. So I bought clothes instead, and the clothes I'm waiting for right now. Um, Waiting for clothes, waiting for a stylist, and I'm waiting for something from Shine. I don't know when they'll deliver it because a few days ago I had to pay the delivery guys. I had to pay them a certain fee so they can actually keep it in their warehouse. I've actually purchased from Shine back in the day, and I remember how many large packets I had, but I only purchased two things from Shine: one clothing and one a large poster. I don't know how big it is specifically. They never mentioned actual like normal measurements. They mentioned things in ruler length, which obviously I'm kind of annoyed by that. I wish they mentioned things like A4 or A5. That would have been much better, so I can easily understand that. But I'm going to assume it's going to be the size. The poster is going to be the size of this book, which hopefully hopefully it is. It doesn't come with any kind of like frame, so I don't even know how the poster is going to be now. I hope it's not squished. I don't know how they deliver posters. It's my first time buying a poster, so yeah, that's going to be really interesting. And plus it came from China, so I don't know. um Plus I also have clothes. I bought like three wonderful stuff. um Now, unfortunately, I just can't show you the images because we're using my camera to record. If this was a screen recorder, I would have shown you all of the stuff I purchased. But anyways, enough about that. Enough about that. I just want to just ramble on just a bit. I want to ramble on about different stuff. So first things first is um, I was watching some cartoons recently, rewatching some cartoons, which has become a tradition to do during December. So I was watching a bunch of cartoons, and I was gonna rewatch this, but the thing is that no, it's like I've only watched this twice, and personally, I feel like, you know, it's a good movie, but I'm just not feeling the mood right now to watch it. Now, um, this is actually a really cool movie. If people haven't watched it, I recommend watch it because it's actually cool. But you have to really feel for it. You know, there's so many other types of cartoons to watch, so I don't really need to watch this right now. Okay, what else can I say? Well, I've been catching up on my Lord of the Rings book, catching up, just finishing up. And as you can see, this is my bookmark. It's just a torn piece of paper. So I'm right here, page 983. A lot of reading to do, you know. I just don't get the time, or I frivol away all my useful time. Sometimes I feel like I should be reading more, but then I'm just so glued to my phone. It is a bit addicting sometimes, especially Twitter. It's really addicting. Um, okay, I need to dust my table. I really need to dust it. It's been a few weeks since I cleaned it and rearranged stuff. For example, my TV used to be right over here, and most of the stuff, like this stuff, the laptops and this paper used to be on my other table. I switched stuff around because I said, you know what, this is much better. It's good to use this table. I used to use this table when I was younger for drawing and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, I just never really needed it because I would use the small table. And that's when I used to make a lot of YouTube videos way back in the day. Ah, what a day it's been. It's I think the third, 2nd January. Wow, really, it's really uh, really old already. I'm just so tired of almost everything. um, so what else can I talk about? Really, I have to check. You know, my desk is brimming with books. I was gonna buy some more books, but then I thought, you know what? Let me just buy some clothes instead. Let me just buy some clothes. But there were some nice books I wanted. I actually wanted to get into the Famous Five series. I saw this omnibus of stories, the Famous Five, and I was thinking that would be cool. You know, the book was also going on special, but then I thought that was just too much money. There are some nice things to get into though, like some really old books, really good classics I would like to get into personally. It sucks that I never really got into a lot of these when I was younger, but school made reading a chore. Yes, I do. I have to be honest. School used to make reading a chore. Um, and I was one of the best readers in my class. I remember back in grade two, which was 2010. I could recall we used to have a bunch of these reading groups, and we would be scaled on our reading strengths. And I went from being from the average group, and I transitioned immediately to the best group there was. Wow, that was really good. But then, you know, when it comes to like all of these books, it became a chore. You know, they always have to have a bunch of book reviews and stuff like that. Like you just have to read for the sake of the book review. You can't really read on your own for leisure. It isn't really promoted as much. You know, I know teachers will say read and then you'll learn stuff, and it is true, but the thing is that that's such a very meh way of doing things, you know. I wish they encouraged reading in different ways. You know, I did read a bunch of books, but most of those books were pulp books, and they were specifically written for school. I was the best in reading group. I peaked in school. Yes, I did peak in school. Grade two, actually. Because after that, you know what? No, in fact, I peaked back in grade four. Because I think grade four, I gave everything. I gave my 200% for school. I was treating it so seriously. In school, the classes were practically divided from grade R to grade 3. It was called junior primary. And from grade 4 to grade 7, it was called senior primary. And even though it was all in the same school, these two big titles meant something because when you left grade 3 and transitioned to grade 4, it was a big, really big change. And not only not only did my uniform change a bit, I used to wear a lot of those gray charcoal pants. Well, not really charcoal; it was more really gray. And then I started wearing the long pants because it was weird to wear short pants in senior primary. And also, they introduced a bunch of subjects in grade 4, and I remember treating the entire grade so serious. Everything was treated serious. Grade 5, um, grade 5, I was, you could say, someone who barely went to school. I was sick a lot of the times, and I remember just going through the most annoying stuff. But for some reason, 2023 is my favorite year because 2023, no, 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 my bad, 2013, I'm forgetting stuff. I'm focused on outside noises. I'm sorry. 2013 was one of my favorite years, even though I struggled the most in school. Because looking back, there were still so many good moments from 2013 compared to now, which I think is wonderful. I was really, really enjoying my time. And 2014 was the year I never liked ever in school. It was also the first year I ever got a migraine. So, yeah, it was the year I never liked. And 2025 was an okay year. I struggled a lot. Um, and at that point, I was like, wow, this is it. This is the furthest I've been. And then, and then 2016 came, and I was transitioned to high school. And high school was really tough because trying to fit in was really difficult because you would see a bunch of these students that were so tall and so scary. um, and honestly, it was so weird to really get into high school. And then it took, like, you could say, almost like 3 terms. Spat on my desk. My bad. I should be speaking and not spraying. Um, it took 3 terms just to get adjusted properly into high school. It felt really uncomfortable to go to high school. I felt really uncomfortable. And then when I came to grade 9 the next year, it actually felt really good because I wasn't the little one anymore. There was a newer grade now, and we don't have to worry. We were well aware of all of the high school things. So it was really fun. Um, Unfortunately, I never really had the most fun. Even though it was fun for grade 9, I didn't have the most fun because I kept getting sick and not going to school. I wish I actually went more often, but I had a serious problem, and then after that, I dropped out. So yeah, that's my story. That's my school story. I did peak in primary school, but I had some good times in high school. There were some good memories, some really fun memories, but I wish I enjoyed it a bit more. I really wish there was some days I enjoyed it even more than the last because those memories are so fresh in my mind, and I wish there were more. I'm craving some more nostalgia. Okay, so yeah, okay, so I think I'm not going to be buying anything else from anything online right now because I think I have enough. I purchased enough. As much as I want to buy more books, I might as well just like wait, and that's just it. That's just it. Wait a while, and that's just it. Okay, I'm really sweating. Wow, sweating. Okay, so every Christmas Day, this has become tradition to watch. So you get three cartoons of Garfield. And I decided this to be tradition way back, I think in 2012 or 2013. No, 2010, maybe 2011 or 2012. Um, and ever since then, I've been trying to watch it on Christmas Day. And I think maybe once or twice I may have forgotten about it, but I've been, I've been for the rest of the years really strict to watch this. So it features three holiday cartoons. You have Garfield's Halloween Adventure, Garfield in the Rough, and Garfield's Christmas Special. They have wonderful songs in this too, which, wow, really, really, really hits the spot on a Christmas day. My favorite is Garfield in the Rough because of the songs they have, and um, I just really like it. I really love it. Um, I would say, however, after a few years of watching it, I used to dislike the Christmas stuff a bit more than everything else, but now I'm really enjoying the Christmas stuff. I can understand it better. So yeah. Now the cool thing is that there is the official Garfield channel on YouTube, so you can actually find these cartoons. And yeah, that's cool. But this was purchased ages ago. So yeah, I also have this DVD. I only watched off of this. Fun, fun, and fancy free. That's the way I want to be because let's face it, it's such a good classical cartoon. I even remember back 2 decades ago watching this. I was seated on the carpet just watching this. These things are so I would say nostalgic and really good to watch. They have some lovely tracks, some wonderful musicals. Yeah, it's pretty cool, and it features two cartoons. You get one cartoon of Bongo, this bear, and then you get the other of Mickey Mouse, and is trying to rescue the harp. It's basically Jack and the Beanstalk, but replace Jack with Mickey, Donald, and Goofy. I have a bunch more DVDs in the lounge, which okay, I apologize for any noise you hear in the background. I really apologize, because this has become like a trend. Anytime I record, well, most of the time I record, there's going to be voices. Anyways, I just love it. I just love going to like the older cartoons and watching it. So in the lounge, I have a DVD. It features it features three discs, and each cartoon consist consists of three different characters. You have an entire you could say like cluster of episodes featuring Mickey Mouse. Then you have one about Donald Duck and then Goofy. And you could buy those separately. We even had a VHS version of, I think, the Mickey Mouse version. So there's that. Also, let me show you some of my other DVDs since we are here. It's all on this, by the way, so I can easily move it. So I have to just move some stuff out. Just give me a minute. Give me a little minute. So now I want to point this out. Hi, hello. So I want to point this out that this store, this store right over here does not exist anymore. I purchased from the store the last time in 2021. I went to watch the Godzilla versus Kong movie, and uh, after that we went to the store, and they were having a massive clearance, and it's because obviously they were closing down. I think it was obviously because of COVID. A lot of stores really had to shut down. There was also this other store called CNA. I used to purchase from there before, especially when I was younger. It was quite a pricey store. And the thing was that they had to close down too for the most part. I think they still exist, maybe online or maybe certain retailers, but I don't see their stores anymore. Now, these movies I saw, uh, in the clearance sale. And these movies, you say they're your Hindi horror movies. You have Secrets of the Clown, you have Torment, and you have The Possessed. Now these are like really, really budgeted movies. I've only watched two of them. I forgot which I watched. I really forgot which I watched. Okay, you know what? I think I watched this one. I think I watched this one. I think so. It's about a studio, this band. Yeah, okay, the band playing, and then there's something going on. This girl is possessed or something. I don't know if I watched this one. I don't know. I think I did. I may have watched this one. Look at it. Look at it. It looks a bit creepy. Not creepy as in like scary as in a horror movie creepy, but a type of creepy that you don't really want to look at. Or maybe I watched this one. No, no, no. I don't think so. I don't think so. I did. I don't think so. But when was this made? It doesn't say when it was made. But when I was watching both of these other movies, when you watch the movies, you can see the atmosphere around it. You can see the camera quality. You can understand exactly around which time. And I'm guessing this was made during the 2000s. I know one of them. I searched the IMDb page for. Actually, here we go. Classification 2007. Wow. Wow, guys. Wow, I was like, what age I was? 2007. 2007, I was 5. Let's see. Doesn't say really. Can't see. Oh, 2009. Here we go. I'm looking at the wrong place. 2009. That was when I was grade 1. 2009 as well. So yeah, it's like these are like the 2000s horror movies. Um, yeah, I purchased these. I only need to watch one more. Honestly, it's cool that I have them because most of these horror movies most people have never heard of, and that's the thing. It's a shame because a lot of people put their hard work into it, even if it's not the best quality or not the best acting. A lot of people did try. Okay, so yeah, I actually searched for the other movies online, and I could only find only one on IMDb. So I'm guessing that most of the other two movies, are just not well known at all, which really sucks. So here we go, SpongeBob. I got this DVD back in 2015, and I remember I just wanted to see this movie, and this is the second SpongeBob movie, and I would say it's a good movie. It's not the best movie. The first one is the best, definitely. But this one is like, you know what? After a couple of times, it does get a bit dull. But the early aspects of this movie, especially with the traditional animation, the 2D animation, it's so good. So good. Then we have some some old we have an old DVD, Be My Valentine, Charlie Brown. You can see how old it is because it's not snapping together. I had this when I was younger, so it features it features like 4 cartoons, I think, or 3 cartoons, or I don't even know. Um, it's kind of cool to have these. I think it's best to get the comic books. Then we have another one. It's the Easter Beagle, Charlie Brown. I love the Easter Beagle, Charlie Brown. I love it. Then we have this one, which is a remastered edition of Snoopy's Reunion and Flash Beagle. I love these two cartoons. Out of all three of them, this one has the best quality, which I really like. I don't know if there's remastered versions of other stuff. Then we have this movie. I purchased this movie, I think, last back in 2022. It arrived 2023, I think. So this one, I never watched it yet. I never watched it. I want to watch it. Now, I remember back when this movie came out in 2019. I was like, wow. And then 2020, they had a special herring only in selected cinemas. And this was like during the COVID time when it began, so there was no point in really traveling that far. And even if there was no COVID, I wouldn't have even had a chance to go and watch it because it was airing in certain cinemas that I don't think I've been to, or also if it were airing in certain cinemas I've known of, obviously. Um, Obviously, I just wouldn't get the chance to go. You employ it yet? Now, the thing is, I am working on that. I am working on that. I plan to sell novels on Amazon. So I'm working on my novels. So that's the thing. That's going to be one of my ways to get revenue. So yeah, I just plan to write novels, but then once I kind of upgrade my gear, I will also start doing comic books. So that's going to be pretty cool. I just need a bit more better stuff to do some comic books, you know, some better equipment. But novels, I can do it. That's going to be pretty fun to do. So yeah, I never watched it. I need to watch it. Then we have this one, Chippendale, Here Comes Trouble. One of my favorites. I think we also have this for VHS. I don't know if anyone remembers this movie. Dunstan Checks In. It's about this orangutan that enters in this hotel. It's kind of funny, but it's been like ages since I watched it. Woody Woodpecker and Friends. So this is basically a compilation of certain cartoons. You get the Screwball, Dizzy Acrobat, Ration Board, The Barber of Seville, The Beech Nut, Ski for Two, Choo Choo Baby. Choo Choo Baby is actually really cool. You know, it's my favorite of all of them because I feel like the color is just much better, and also Woody cross dresses, so that's kind of funny. Um, Little Red Riding Hood. They don't say which company this is from. I had to search this back in the day. I had to really search this because I couldn't find it. I couldn't find the name of it. And then I found out it was from Jetlag. I remember when I was small, I think it was my older sister that bought a large compilation of these DVDs from Jetlag. And you had Snow White, you had Cinderella, you had another one, or I can't remember. The other one was, I think, Happy, the Littlest Bunny. I can't remember if there was anything else, but it was like a huge selection of DVDs. Looney Tunes All Stars. I remember getting this back in the day. There's some really cool shorts over here. They don't have the episode list, which I wish they did, but really cool. I would say this has to be the most influential DVD of my life because when I was a kid, I was obsessed with this movie. I would even pretend play with my plushies. You know, I'll have all my plushies on the bed, and it was as if they were in a large herd walking and trying to survive against the carnivores. Love it, love this so much. It's a good movie, but obviously when you compare it to other stuff, yeah, it's just obviously going to be a bit dated. The Best of Sylvester and Tweety, Volume 1. Here we go. Here's all the episodes. You get 15 episodes. I think that's more than this one. It's more than this one because this one gets 8 episodes. So you get Bad Old Putty Tats, All a Bird, um, Room and Bird, Tweet Tweet Tweety, Gift Wrapped, Ain't She Sweet, A Bird in a Gilded Cage, Snow Business, Tweety Pie, Kitty Cornered, Baby Bottleneck, Old Glory, The Green Piggy Bank Robbery. Now, the thing about some of these episodes, is they're not featuring Sylvester or Tweety. They're not featuring that. Like, for example, Baby Bottleneck, I think that's the episode where Daffy and Porky run this baby factory. Duck Soup to Nuts and Porky in Wacky Land. So you can see it's just not it's not just Sylvester and Tweety. I feel like those were bonus episodes. Then we have this stuff, which is Scooby Doo and the Witch's Ghost. Now, I know everyone obsesses over this movie because of the X Girls, But I remember being obsessed with them, obsessed with their songs back in the day. So, yeah, I was quite obsessed. Then we have this one, which is a cartoon. Um, it is a religious cartoon. It's kind of cool. This has also inspired some of my work. So, yeah, some of my work you will find it does have some strokes of Hindu mythology mixed in or inspired by. This cartoon you cannot find ever. Silly Safari. Besides one image which takes you to Amazon. I don't know which company made it, like don't really know, it doesn't say. And what happens is in this cartoon, there are 7 episodes, and each day is an episode. You get Monday, you get Tuesday, you get Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now, I think this is from Japan, possibly. I think so. Obviously, this was dubbed in English. You can see the voice. You can see the voices overlap sometimes the mouth movements, or sometimes it underlaps the mouth movement. So I really like this cartoon. But unfortunately, I can't find the company who made this. Like, this is a really lost episode, a lost series. But I like the art style. It's really cute. It's really cute. Um, okay, so what else can I show you? Let me show you. Oh, gosh, I'm gonna drop everything at this point. I purchased this last year, but I never watched it. So it's High School of the Dead. You get 2 seasons, the full series basically, complete series collection. So there's that. There was another version of this for sale, which also had that special OVA, but this one I don't think has that. I'm not really a big fan of zombies personally. I just feel like they're overused, but since this was something unique, I wanted to get it. Then we have this classical cartoons, which I hope and I God, I will cry if they remake it, reboot it, or any kind of revamp. I'm talking about the Adventures of the Gummy Bears. I grew up watching the Adventures of the Gummy Bears since a child. I remember we had seven volumes, and I woke up entering the lounge, seeing these 7 volumes together, and I still remember watching the first episode. Now, this edition I purchased was back in 2021. It's a it's it's basically the entire series. It has all the episodes. Now, the 7 discs I had before featured episodes, but the problem was that those 7 discs only featured episodes from volume 1, 2, and 3, which is ridiculous because um, those discs should have at least held more content. So yeah, it's kind of cool to have this. I was rewatching some of these episodes recently. Really wonderful. Really cool. They don't have this specific 12 disc set anymore, so yeah, it kind of sucks unless you buy secondhand, because you just can't find them anymore. I think I bought the second last one, or maybe the third last one. They don't make them anymore. Thank goodness I got it. It was quite pricey too, so I'm not surprised. It featured all the episodes. I wasn't going to get it because the description of the shop where I purchased this from only mentioned 48 episodes. And back then, I didn't know that all of the episodes. I didn't know that all of the episodes I already watched from my 7 discs were all, like, you could say, just stuck on 3 discs. I didn't know that because the way my 7 discs were positioned, it seemed as if that I watched 20 something episodes, when in reality I watched less than that. So I purchased it anyway, and the reason why it says 48 episodes is because It's because this cluster of discs says 48 episodes. So that's why I thought I was wrong, but in reality you get the entire series, which is freaking good. So yeah, obviously I have more DVDs. In fact, we have so many old DVDs. I don't know if I'm gonna rewatch a lot of these cartoons. Some of them will trouble, so I don't want to put it on. I'm just not here to debate against the machine. But some of them I would like to watch again. Some of them, like the Chip and Dale stuff, it's already been posted on YouTube, so I can just go on YouTube and watch it without really putting the disc on. Okay. All right, we're in 41 minutes. Thank you so much for watching this video. I have to go and possibly eat. I am ravenous. Look at the time. So yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's time to eat. It's time to have some. It's time to have some lunch. Have a wonderful day. Bye.